What's up, guys? Das Moon here. Uh, it's a quick follow up. We're gonna do this. Start checking for my dominations again. Cause I haven't, my people's gonna neglected this wrong. And talk about. We just had the 60 minutes with Trump, the first Trump interview since he totally obliterated Hillary Rodham Clinton in her own election. Yeah. Let's talk about the interview. I thought that's I gotta build something here. That's where my troops come out of, and it's still level 1. That's a new one. Let's tell you real quick. Yeah, 20 grand. The interview was 60 minutes. It seemed pretty good to me. It was Trump being Trump, and I will hope that a lot of people have calmed down and relaxed a little bit just after seeing it, because he was really he was himself. He was Trump. He was calm. I mean, the reporter was impressed, and she seemed like she was about to run out of there, like as if he was about to attack her any moment. Don't know what that's about, but she said something like, "Oh, you seem sober," while sitting with Barack. That's like immediately after winning, which I thought was interesting. How immediately he went to the White House. I remember Barack. It took like a couple weeks, I believe, before they allowed him to walk through that doors. Ain't your job yet, dude. Trump didn't do that. Trump like, I won. Let me see what's going on around here. They walked him through the hallways. He looked around. It was cool. So, but he sat down with this man for 90 minutes, and he said it was a good conversation, which I expected. Look, these are both grown men. These aren't girls with bitterness, resentment out of this. I believe at one point in time, Donald Trump was very resentful at Barack from how he just came out of obscurity. Came out of nowhere. And he's Donald Trump, Mr. New York. And he's like, this dude come out of nowhere and become president. So maybe he had a little chip on his shoulder that he would never admit to. He would never admit to that. But with the way that he was fighting Barack out of nowhere, it was like, well, you got some material motives there. Why are you so pissed off at this? You don't even know him. He's a new face. why are you so upset? So he had that, and but hey, dude, this dude did something about it. They had to sit down. He said he was, he praised our president to the high heavens, which also should make us as Americans feel good because we picked that guy too. We picked him twice. Dos. And I see Trump being picked twice as well. I'm saying it now. Unless something goes extremely wrong. I mean, if he does, if there is still a country within 4 years, he's gonna get picked again. Pretty much, we just gotta keep this thing up. He's has a game plan to do some things already, and he's on it. The interview was lovely with his family. They finally showed his whole family, the kids, his daughter Tiffany, who he rarely talks about. They say he has issues with her for whatever, but she seems like she looks just like his first wife, so I get it. I never really looked at her too much to the 60 minutes. I was like, oh, that's probably why he never talks about her. He looks just like that one. The one he had to get rid of, but it's neither here nor there. But, yeah. Hey. But, yeah, so it was good to see him. There's a whole lot of races that are coming up, and they think the South is rising up again. Relax yourselves, alright? Relax, sit down there in the South. Relax with all that. Come on. I get it. You're happy as hell. You're happy as pig shit. You're happy as a pig in slop. I get it. Finally got your country back. That's how you feel. I feel the same way too. Just look, I just wish that I don't know. It's just so blatant. You see so much kids in hallways yelling white power and Nazi. Come on, stop that crap. Knock that crap off. That's not American either. We had to fight these Nazis tooth and nail. Russia did as well. Alright? Learn your damn history. Russia had to go to war with these Nazis too. They're the ones that kicked the most ass, honestly, before we got there. They're the ones that backed them up first. before we got there in World War II, man. Forget how fascist that Nazi stuff is, man. If you wasn't blue-eyed and blonde hair, you went down the toilet, including white people. You couldn't be born with any type of ailment. So a lot of these people, they're toothless, they're yelling pro-Nazi stuff. Hitler would have threw you in the fire just as fast as me. if you didn't fit that quote, if you didn't fit that fascist look. That's what fascism is, man. So stop it. Thank God we don't have that. I'm happy Trump is our president. I hope he will do something to curb that stuff. I don't think he will, though. I don't expect him to. It's a strong base that he has in fold, but he could get a new base if he wanted it. He could definitely get a black base if he wanted it at this point, because the Democratic Party has gone to crap. And that's another reason why I want to make this video, because I pointed out how I'm not conservative, I'm not Republican, now I'm independent. I truly always felt the worst thing that anybody could be is a Democrat. I always felt that. I mean, not always, but I felt it even at a young age. I realized that this party here doesn't do things right. For all the well-intentions that they say, they're nicer, they're the most inclusive party. I don't know about now, because now they're showing that, oh no, apparently they're not that inclusive. You see these people rioting and burning in the streets. If you didn't, I mean, for what? Come on. This man is not going to give up his position just because you're upset. Grow the hell up. The rioting is still happening. It's still pissing me off. It's still in my city. Anybody that's in a major city and you have to get to work, I'm sure you're tired of this shit. And, yeah, man. Just tired of it. And, part of me really thought, got some stuff in my anchor lock. Really thought that after this election it would die down, because usually it does. Usually that's how it goes. The natural progression of an election is that after it's done, it's done. This is a lingering election, and I am surprised, because honestly, we always have a nasty election here in America, dude. Every 4 years it gets nasty. It was nasty before Barack, the racism came out. It was nasty, way before Barack with Bush and the whole John Kerry thing. Bush and Gore. That was nasty too. Stole the election from Al Gore, and Al Gore was just so rich and just let it happen. It's always nasty, but this right here, shocking to me still, how nasty this election has gotten. Yeah, dude. But it was an interesting one. It was a well-fought one. That's one of the best parts of the 60-minute speech for Trump, when he was asked about the phone calls, and he got a lovely phone call, as he phrased it, from Hillary, which I'm sure was hard for her. He called this man the next day. She gave her speech the next day. It's supposed to be the night of. I'm sure she was too busy crying at her pillows with Rachel from MSNBC. But you can't ignore people, man. You can't ignore people. I'm from a place where I'm used to being ignored. I'm from a background when I know what it's like to be ignored like that, and That was not cool. You can't forget somebody's problems just because you don't think that they're important enough. And you had a whole nation of white men here and other guys that you were just shaming. You invaded their football games. You invaded their movies. You know how much my friends, I have some white friends that I have for years. They love these old movies. The old, I'm about to say Tomb Raider. It was the Raiders of the Lost Ark. That movie, Indiana Jones and Ghostbusters. I had a toy when I was a kid, the little ghost thing. And come on, football games, we gotta wear pink all month for breast cancer. I don't care two craps about prostate cancers with most of the men on the field or at risk of getting and are reluctant to even test themselves for, because you know how men with that is, we don't do that, so it's time to check out of here. So come on, you put away, I mean, in talking about all these societies of people. Oh wow, haven't touched the screen in a long time. That happens. But anyway, in the midst of talking about all these demographics of people, Hillary forgot her base, and that's why she lost. She lost because she lost her base. Barack lost his base too, but he got it back. I don't think he helped his base enough, which is why if he did, things would have been different. But we're in a situation now, and we got to deal with it. We have Donald J. Trump as our future commander-in-chief of these United States of America. And you best believe that, he says, make America great again. What I hear most recently, how that could happen, is there was a time when the world was always afraid of America because they didn't know what we could do. They didn't know the only thing to do is that we was crazy and we pop off, and we got the power to back up things, and that went away. We lost that when Michael Kraft got his ring stolen by Vladimir Putin and just walked off with it. I wonder if Donald Trump is going to get back Mr. Michael Kraft's Super Bowl ring from Vladimir Putin, because Barack couldn't do it. But anyway, I'm going to leave on that. Yeah, buddy. Still here. Still happy that we have a new commander-in-chief that has a pair of balls. Like he's going to do some things. He's going to fight for the American working class people here. By default, we got to get something. I mean, if he's going to do half the things he says he's going to do, fighting for American rights, I mean, if you're a true working American, by default, you're going to benefit something. So if you're a hard-working American, you should be elated. But I get if you feel somber for some friends you might have that are not too certain, because I have a couple of those too. I'm feeling for them. Anyway, I don't know. I'm trying to bring unity here. I don't think it's a sketchy times right now, man. This is still a sensitive time. But it's a time that I can see things getting worse, and I don't want them to. And now I will say it is the media, because they kind of are encouraging people to act the fool. They're not really talking it down. They keep saying that, somebody has to talk to these people. Honestly, Hillary should speak to these people, because these are her people. She should come out and say something. I mean, Barack is the president. They've been stopped listening to Barack a long time ago. He told you all to vote for Hillary. Nobody listened to that, apparently. So only she has to get out and come to her people and accept the loss. That's what's going to stop this rioting and this burning down. But why the hell should she give her help? Why should she care? This is your president. This is somebody that loves the American people so much. Please. I'm